welcome back to another episode. Well, they said the sun was going to come, and that's all it's been for the last 3 or 4 days, is just sunshine. It's only 9:30, but the temperature's already nearly hitting 26 degrees. So I've come down early to try and get as many jobs done as possible before the sun gets a bit too hot, because I don't mind the sun, but I can't really work over 26 degrees, so let's crack on. Well, I'm going to lift the onions. We've been promised some really glorious weather over the next 5 days, and that's perfect for the onions, because what I need to do now is just lift them, shake all the soil off, and then let them dry in the sun before you store them, because if you don't do that, there's a possibility that the damp will go into the bulb and ruin it, and you don't want to ruin all this hard work. Look at that one, I think that might be the best one of the bunch. So, right, let's lift them. Now, all you do is just put the fork in underneath, just gently lift. Don't pull them until you've loosened the soil. And then just brush the excess soil off. Because if you just pull them, you'll damage the necks, and then they won't store very well. I'm quite impressed with this crop this year. Now we need to dry the onions. What I'm doing is I've just got this bit of matting, and just go through them, just make sure that all the soil is off and any flaky bits of skin, and just lay them out in the sun for a few days if you can, but if you can't, then put them in the greenhouse. But it says it's going to be sunny for us for the rest of the week, so I'll just leave them out here, and then after they're nicely dried, we'll then store them, and we may even try and do like the French do, those plats. At last, the sweet corn is started to catch up after those few weeks that it missed in May. So I'm going to remove the wind barrier so that more sun can get to it. Look at it, it's looking gorgeous. Now putting a bit of weight on, and if you can just about see, that's one of the courgettes that I planted. Now if you look at the base of the sweet corn, you've got these like suckers. Now because we want all the goodness to go into the one stem of corn, I'm going to take these out. So just gently pull them out, and then what I'm going to do is just tidy that up as well. If you then put around here some fresh compost, that then gives it a spurt, so it puts more energy into producing beautiful corn. If you remember back in March, I planted some wildflower seeds, and this is the results. There's a few weeds in there, but I'm not particularly bothered. Something different for the birds and the bees. And I think it looks rather attractive. Well, it's getting a bit too hot now, so I'm going to go indoors, and I'll come down later this evening when the sun's power is weakened off a bit. Time for a cup of tea. How are you liking this warm weather? Are you liking it? I'm not too sure. Right, let's go and get you some food. I'm going to crop the first cucumber. Now, these are short little dumpy cucumbers, so this one's ready. And all I do is I just twist it until it falls off. It's a beautiful shape, this one. There you go. Look at that. Ideal for a sandwich. Well, it's 6 o'clock in the night and these onions have been out in the sun all day. So along with the cucumber that I've picked, there's quite a nice harvest for the first pickings of the season. Now, you leave these out in the sun in order for them to dry, because if you store them and there's the slightest bit of damp, that damp will stay there and go through the whole bulb and then just spoil it, and you won't be able to do anything with it. So what I'm going to do now is just collect all these up and hang them in the shed. If you want to be fancy and try and make a French, I don't know what you call them, where you put one onion and then you tie the others. Well, you don't actually tie them. You tie two onions together like that, and then you tie them around the main stem like so. Something a bit like that. It's nice to have a bit of wind at last. It's just 8:30 and the gang are down watering their crops. But Jeff's here and he's picking his peas. What are these called?
Mulch 2. Don't ask the variety because I can't remember.
Eating.
Eat all.
Beautiful crop there. An evening like tonight shows you the benefits of having an allotment. Jeff's already harvested his peas and he's already in the next apartment. Are you going to take that one there?
No, I'm leaving that till tomorrow. I'm leaving that one till tomorrow. Got a bit more red on it. Oh, a minute, there's one in here I missed. This year, because they're not very good, next year all the plants will be the same size and I'll be getting a goodly load of them. But there's certainly more than I thought there would be. The sun does it. Leave that one till tomorrow. Oh, I'll keep finding them. Oh my god, look at them all.
It's hard to think that all this has come from the plot when literally 2 months ago we were here complaining about the weather.
Hardly anything showing above the ground level.
Got it? It was 60 feet down to 25. Oh, look at the birds going over. That is a big bird.
Which way are you going? You'd like to know us all down.
You'll fire a broadside.
Man on a mission. Yeah. Good night, John boy.
Right, good night, Vivi. See you tomorrow.
See ya.
Same time, same place.
Oh, look at this handy box of vegetables.
Verily I say unto thee.
Go away.
I think this is what you call gardening by the moon, Jeff.
If we could find it, yeah. I don't know where the moon is. If the sun's there, the moon should be over that way, I guess. Last can. And that's me. That is 28 cans tonight. 2 gallons a can.
That is a man and his crops going home for the night. Ugh. Beautiful evening tonight though. Nice bit of red sky, so maybe tomorrow will also be good. So I think we'll just...
Red sky at night, shepherd's delight.
The shed's on fire.
Red sky in the morning, shepherd's house on fire.
So I think we will sign off and catch up with you in the day. So I'll see you tomorrow.
Good night all.
Now, I've had a few emails over the last few months from people asking what type of equipment do I have in order to make these videos. So, I'm going to show you. Now, the first camera, which I haven't really used this that much. I used it a lot in the first episode, and I'm going to start to use it far more from this point onwards. This is a GoPro Hero 3, the white model. Now, the difference between the white model and the black model is about £100, and with the black model you get 4K. Now I'm not going to bore you with that, but just to say that it's called the GoPro Hero 3 white. Now I'm going to have to switch this on to start filming, because now I'm going to show you the other camera that I film with, which is this Sony one, and that's a Handycam. Now the only problem is they've actually discontinued these because they're so good. And then the microphone that I use, there I am. The microphone that I use is down here, and it's a Rode microphone. If I can, I'm going to just move it so the sound might go a bit crackly. Rode microphone video mic. I'll just pop that back in there. So this is the setup when I make a video. The microphone there, tripod there, and I turn it around so I can see what I'm filming. There you go. It's a bit like Inception. So let me go back to this one. How I edit these videos, I use a program called Final Cut. Now a video can take up to a day or two to film and about 24 hours to edit. So on an average video it takes about 3 days to prepare. So I usually start filming on Sunday or a Monday. Depends if the site's busy, because I don't like to film if there's other people around here, mainly because they haven't given their permission to be on film, so don't want to disturb them. But let's have a little walk around and see if there's anything I can get on with. Just going to show you Kai's cabbages. Got a fantastic crop there. She's just busy down doing the watering.
And lots of it there is.
She's got a very interesting radish crop. Now these are Kai's radishes, which are slightly bit big. Now look at the size on that. Looks more like a carrot or a parsnip than a radish. So what did you do to get such a big crop of radish?
I wish I knew. And I actually, I don't know. I just made sure it's a fine tilth. And yeah, I did put a little bit of sand in actually, just to make it easier for them to grow.
And do they still taste okay?
Yes, they do actually. They're really peppery despite the size.
Kai's just looking at her cabbages here, and it's just reminded me that I need to cover mine as well, because what you want to do when you cover them is to stop the the cabbage whitefly from laying their eggs. But I think this gauge, Kai, might be a bit too big because
It's kept the birds off, but
I'm trying to zoom in here.
can you see? Can you see here? Look, no, look, look.
Doing it. I've got a nice close-up on a cabbage.
I'd have a few close-ups over here.
Have you got something even more spectacular?
Unfortunately, I've got too many things that are spectacular.
Let's have a look.
Oh, making mincemeat of that one. Look at that.
There's one there. There's two there. So this section
And
was
one over
slightly
there.
outside the net, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So what happens is the cabbage whitefly goes and lands on the leaf and then puts its eggs there. And then from the eggs come
Lots of them.
the caterpillars, and the caterpillars will actually, like it's done there,
Yes.
will just eat them in days. So how are you going to
I'm getting tongs in a bucket.
get tongs
I'm
and a
going to
bucket?
remove them quickly before they make mincemeat.
Yeah,
don't
I
know
think
how
I
long
would say this gauge is a bit small.
or a bit large.
Yes, it's a bit too big.
Yes.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put mine out tonight, I think, seeing as they're already active, because at the end of the day, as much as we don't want to kill things, we want to feed ourselves. We don't want to feed these.
I'll leave them on the bird table.
Yes, the birds will love them.
Improve the ecosystem.
If anybody's got any ideas on what to do with them, put it in the comment section below.
Finer grade. I think my head was thinking birds.
Somebody said to me though, if gardening was easy, would we enjoy it more? I think the
Yes.
answer to that is probably yes. There's one there as well, see it? Just above the, no, further on, right in front of your eyes.
I suppose that depends. Got it, gotcha.
Well, the birds will have a feed tonight. Now, if you've been following me for over a year, you'll remember in January of last year I planted this tree, which is called Prince William, and the little fruits have started to come out and it's ready for a harvest. It grows to about 5 foot tall, and in early July you get these tasty little berries, which apparently are full of vitamins and antioxidants. This is the actual first fruit harvest of the year. I think this plant is actually native to Canada. If you know different, put in the comments section below. One for the blueberry reel. Just look how beautiful these red currants are. There's a bit of bindweed trying to grow up amongst it. Just take that out. But look at them. It's going to be bumper crops of red currants this year. Now these are the white currants, and these always come in after the red ones. But the ones that may be ready for picking are the black currants. I haven't looked at these for a while, so you're seeing them same time as me. Now there's a few there, but no, they need another few weeks to just colour up a bit. But when they do colour up, there'll be quite a few of them there. Look. Not quite sure what I'm going to make from these this year, so if you've got any suggestions, put them in the comments box below. Well, I've got my raspberries and I got my Prince William berries, so I'm going to pack up and head home. So from everybody down here, till next week, I'll see you then.